All right, getting set for the biggest Knicks game in over 2 decades. New York, just one win away from their first conference final since 2000. Jalen Brunson and company know the closeout game won't be a walk in the park. Listen, Boston is hurting. You know the champs, so they're going to rally around their superstar, Jaylen Brown. Will need to raise his game. The Celtics' depth going to be tested in this one. Playoff Jimmy and the Warriors in a similar position, down 3-1 to the Timberwolves. All hands on deck for Golden State without Steph Curry trying to extend their series. You can tell Anthony Edwards, he really senses the moment. He was a killer in the second half of both games 3 and 4. And you add a really efficient Julius Randle to the mix. Minnesota looking dangerous. One series has been settled in the second round. Indiana moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Will New York join them this evening? Minnesota with the same opportunity over in the West. Welcome to Playoff Central Live, presented by AT&T. Nabil Kareem alongside Isiah Thomas and Dennis Scott. Zeke, you got to start us off here and just tell me what New York is going to be like tonight. Because you see the scenes after the wins and stuff. What is the scene going to be like in New York if they can close it out?
Well, if they close it out, they may even have a parade before the championship. You know, I mean, the one thing that you love about New York fans is that they are passionate. I mean, and their passion is always on display. And if you win, I mean, it's overboard. Mm-hmm. And if you lose, right, they don't mean no harm. They just passionate about what they want. I mean, they really want you to win. They really want you to succeed. And sometimes if you lose, that passion spills into anger.
Overboard a little bit too?
It's overboard, but I must say this. Mm-hmm. It truly is genuine love.
Yes.
I mean, and it's not love-hate. It's just, it's a crazy kind of love.
I think you're saying it right, though, Zeke. It is a love-hate because when things aren't going well, they hate you. They hate you because we're not winning. Not
because
they hate
you're not
you
winning.
because you're a bad person. They hate you because we're not winning. And they hate you when you're not relevant.
Yeah,
they hate when you have a star player.
And they
hate when you have a guy like Big Body
right?
Brunson bringing everybody That's what that love-hate comes from.
And that's you absolutely, and that's what it took. And it takes a while to learn that, right? Like, they love you so much, and they want so much from you, and they want you to do so well.
That's it.
And when you don't do it, they are really hurt, like really hurt, like, but it's all love, and that's what you see tonight if they win.
Right.
However, I think the Celtics win tonight.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into that in a second because this series has had ebbs and flows, but the drama in Game 4 meant that was on an absolute different level.
Jalen, what was it like watching Mikal do what he did?
Watching him, obviously I can say the same things. I've seen him since 2015, and I've seen the way his work ethic has grown each year. Everything he does, how psychotic he is with his work, it all pays off.
I'm so proud of him as a teammate, as a friend. Going through all the adversity that he's gone through this season, and he's never complaining. He always comes to work happy, smiling, and he deserves his credit and his flowers.
I mean, obviously that's our brother. Yeah, it's tough to see him go down, but obviously right now it's pretty low because of the game, and we just got to find a way to win Game 5.
I think everybody's concerned, with Jason. Obviously the loss is huge, but we got to get ready for Game 5. So we'll pick our heads up and put together a game plan to come out on our own floor to keep this series alive.
And just taking a look at what Jalen Brunson has done in his short career so far with the New York Knicks, most career playoff games with 30-plus points in Knicks franchise history. That's a list right there. He is one behind the great Patrick Ewing. What are you seeing from Jalen Brunson in these playoffs? Because at times, like, you look at the numbers as far as the shooting percentage is not there. But in that last game especially, 39 points, 12 assists, so efficient. He did everything.
When they say he's the most clutch player, he is. And the reason why is because he can beat you in the mid-range. As we see here, he can get you on his hip, and he uses his hip like a post player, right? He's got a wide body frame like a old Mark Aguirre, Adrian Dantley type player where they understand how to use their footwork around the basket. But then he's got great guard skills, like exceptional guard skills where he can come off a screen. He reads the screen, step back because the big faded. Now he can knock down a three. And when you talk about being clutch and making shots right when they need it, and you think you got me, I know you 6'5", but I hit you with that booty, and I fade away, and I got you again. Watch it. See? Watch the hit. The hit, boom, get you off balance. You can't do nothing. You can't jump. You too little now. So he gives you that hit, that bump, that knocks the defender back. And at the same time that defender is fading back, he's fading back going into a shot. So it don't matter how tall you are. You can be 7 feet tall, but when you get pushed back, guess what you can't do? You can't jump. Right?
They've been throwing big defenders at him, and it hasn't worked.
It don't matter because he give him that bump. It's like when Holyfield beat Tyson, right? Tyson is great coming forward, but Holyfield said, hey, let's see how good you can fight going backwards. And he kept pushing Mike back, and Mike couldn't get off. That's what Big Body Brunson is doing now. He give you that bump, and you can't come forward because he going back and he letting it go.
Now, Bill, every old school, as we say, guy at the park is smiling right now. Every kid every older gentleman's at the YMCA, he's smiling right now. I got one more for you. Every kid that's going to the Boys and Girls Club that's playing against an older guy right now, they're smiling right now. Because, Zeke, how many times when you were a kid, you went to the park and said, damn, I can't beat this old guy.
Yes.
And he's beating me going slow as he wants to. He's taking his time.
Yes.
He's getting to his spot. Yeah. I'm going for this damn pump fake every time.
Yeah.
What is Brunson doing every time he goes to the pump? He gives some little pump fake, some little something. They go for it. It's a tweak or it's an and one. That's where old school basketball, when I'm watching Brunson play.
And the young guy jump high,
every time, jumps high, he's faster.
Yeah.
Guess what? He passes all the analytical tests. He ran this faster. He made all this shots. But when the bright lights come on, the older guy outsmarts you, plays the right way. You never speed him up. You never slow him down. And when the time is right, he's making the right pass. And now Bridges is waking up at the right time.
Zeke, you were saying off the top there, you don't think the Celtics are done here yet? Because I think a lot of people do feel that way. How do they win this game?
I've had to win some games against Boston when they were injured and when they were down and they were depleted. And somewhere on that bench, some guy gonna come off their bench that ain't played in 5-6 games, and it may be Hauser, right? He may come in and hit 7, 8 3-point shots. That happened to us, and 3D had the misfortune of reminding me, right? 3D
Scott Wagner, give me some love. Scott Wagner, give me some love.
3D reminded me that happened to us in Detroit. You know, Bird was having a terrible game. We thought we had Boston beat in Game 6. We was trying to go back and win the Game 7 in Boston. Scott Whitman came in off the bench. He hadn't played in a while, and I remember we thought he was dead, right? You know, he came in and went like 7 for 8, 8 for 9, didn't miss a shot, and blew us out, and they ended up winning by 10. Do not count the Celtics out because that leprechaun gonna tap on somebody's shoulder tonight and wake them up, and they're gonna have the game of their life in this building tonight. So I got the Celtics winning tonight.
And if that man right there, Kristaps Porzingis, I mean, he's dealing with an illness that they still don't know how to really treat. If he can get back to a level we saw in that first round, saw throughout the season, that is going to be massive. Anthony Edwards, this man has been a problem for the Warriors. We'll discuss in just a bit.
And that will do it. The horn sounds here at the Chase Center in San Francisco, and the Wolves have taken a commanding 3-1 series lead over the Warriors. They get 31 from Julius Randle. They get 30 from Anthony Edwards.
He went out and hit 6 threes in this game, including a buzzer beater at the end of the first half. What was your strategy when it came to the threes tonight?
I mean, it's the same every night, man. Let it fly. I work on it, man. Like I told Steph, I was working with him all summer, man. So big shout out, big credit to him, man.
Oh, man, it's good. Came on the road, doing what we're supposed to do. Play hard. They got championship DNA, but we keep battling, so I'll get another one.
Yes, sir. It's good. I got the Supersonics. Gary Payton, legend. That boy GP. Yeah.
You get a chance now to close house at home, and we're going to be locked in. And it's going to be the hardest one yet, but you know that. All right, here we go.
Hard to believe Anthony Edwards, just 23 years old, and moving up the charts as far as most playoff games with 30-plus points and 5-plus assists in a game. Has now done it 10 times. Steph Curry will not play in Game 5, but, guys, he is still heavily involved.
Talking, communicating with everyone. He's kind of a voice between the coaches and the players. You can tell he's antsy. You know, he grabbed the ball here and there, start dribbling, want to shoot. But we don't need Superman. Got to play the long game. So there's no pressure. We got to figure out how to win, whether he play or not.
I wish he could be out there to play against him, no matter how it goes. But, yeah, just from working out with him in the summer, that's what I told him after I hit a Tracy. Because he told me I had missed one. He was like, you weren't going to make that. You was too open. And I was like, I ain't going to never stop shooting him. I learned that from you this summer. Right now, we playing like we already got 4 wins. Like, we playing like they going to lay down. Knowing this team, knowing their head coach, they're never going to lay down.
3D, correct me if I'm wrong, but it really feels like Anthony Edwards, again, at the age of 23, is really starting to sense the moment here, knowing, you know, there's that hierarchy of being really great in the regular season, but also do it in the playoffs, and he's starting to figure that out.
Well, it's for me, watching him, you know, go from high school kid here and being around Steph early in the season, I thought, Isiah, that he shot too many threes. Mm-hmm. But now I think he's starting to figure out, I got to get back to being that superhero. And what is that? They're going to give me the elbow jump shot. Let me get to my sweet spot and just rise up like shooting over a chair. Brzezinski, let me give you a little sweet move. Look at the great space, and I got 3-point shooter in the corner, but no, left hand's alive and get all the way to the basket. That lets me know, yes, that's the Ant-Man super step. Create a little space, the left hand's alive. But now I'm not chasing the three. You talked about the three at the end of the half. He knocks it down right here once again, slowing down a little bit. I hear a tweet. The left hand is crucial. Now you play a little defense. You get a stop. You get out and run. This is what makes the T-Wolves so scary when they can hold their opponent to one shot. You get out and run, and now you probe. Now you step back. And now what you learn from Steph, the 3-point shot is valuable now because you're not just taking too many. I thought early in the season, now he has a happy diet of attacking, getting to the free throw line, and then using that 3 to kind of put you to sleep like Steph likes to do.
Well, I say this to Steph, you know, thank you for teaching and educating, right? But at the same time, if you Steph, you like, damn, why I do that? why I give him this lesson, you know?
Right,
But, you know, for Minnesota and for Edwards, what I really like most about him, 3D, is that he having fun doing it.
Yes.
I mean, he's enjoying doing it. And not only is he enjoying doing it, he's enjoying the competition.
Yes.
He's like saying, hey, look, you the best. I want to play against you.
I want to play against you.
And not only do I want to play against you, but guess what I'm getting ready to do? I'm getting ready to beat you too. And he says it with such confidence and such a smile and everything. I just really like everything about him. And the ability to think and say, oh, I got to add this to my game. I got to add this 3-point shot to my game. So while I'm over here in the Olympics, I'm going to hang around the 2 best shooters in the game, Steph Curry and Kevin Durant.
That's it.
And they going to think I like them, but I'm really getting game.
I'm really stealing.
Getting all their game, and then I'm going to come back and beat them with their game. And early in the season, Ant's shooting too many threes. He's shooting too many threes.
Right.
Then guess what? He started getting better at it. And now we saying, don't let him shoot the 3. Don't let him shoot the 3. So, I mean, I love what he's doing.
He has been outstanding. Golden State has their hands full. Jimmy Butler. Got to get more than 9 shots, all right?
Yes, Jimmy.
In this attempt. That's Karl Anthony Towns right there getting set for a closeout situation coming up after the break. We head to Boston. Allie LaForce joins us. She's going to give us the goods heading into Game 5. Huge game out east where the Knicks have a 3-1 series lead on the Celtics. The series has shifted in a massive way. Boston is definitely fighting an uphill battle here. Allie LaForce will be working the sidelines tonight, and she joins us now. Allie, it's going to be fascinating to see how Boston responds tonight. What's the mood around the Celtics after losing Jason Tatum?
There's been such fluctuation in the moves, excitement coming into this round, and then after losing the first 2 home games, devastation, renewed hope at one point, and then when we saw Tatum go down, I mean, the whole city was just deflated. But there is a sense of urgency in this building tonight, a sense of rallying, a sense of support, a sense of togetherness. They know with this team, as Mazzulla told us just moments ago, if there's one thing this team knows how to do, it's play and win without a fully healthy roster. They've had a ton of different rosters this season. As you know, Jason Tatum did undergo successful surgery on the Achilles tendon. He's still recovering there. He was leading the team in points, in rebounds, in assists, and throw-in steals while we're at it. He's not even 30. He's been so healthy in his career. He had never set out a playoff game before Game 2 against Orlando in the first round. The 10 games he missed in the regular season were the most in his entire career. You don't hear that with superstars anymore. You know, NBA players usually take about 6 to 8 months to start practicing after an Achilles tear. It could take 8 to 12 before they return to the court. We've seen players like Kevin Durant take longer periods of time, up to 14. We've seen legends like Kobe Bryant take as few as 8 months. And of course, Jason Tatum looked up to Kobe Bryant so much. They had worked out together. He was his mentor. He's got to channel that Mamba mentality, but it has to be win by committee. Coach Mazzulla told us in our meeting just a moment ago as well. He said it has to be everybody. I mean, Drew Holiday has been here before. He knows how to perform in the big stage. Kristaps Porzingis is going to start in Jason Tatum's place. Sam Hauser is also available to play tonight. If you can remember, Kristaps Porzingis was dealing with an upper respiratory issue. He was having trouble with his stamina and breathing, recovering from a viral infection that he had last month, but he played his most minutes this series last game and is trending in the right direction. So as Coach Mazzulla said, this is definitely a win by committee. It will take everyone tonight, and the Knicks know that too. They are very prepared to bring this sense of urgency. Coach Thibodeau said, we can't get caught up in this series. We have to get caught up in this game. We got to bring it tonight.
Yeah, all hands on deck for the Celtics. And you know the Knicks are going to want to end this thing very soon. It'll be interesting to see how both teams respond tonight. Thank you, Allie. Appreciate it. That man right there, Jaylen Brown, averaging 20 in this series, but shooting just 37% from the field. Throw all those numbers out. It is a big game tonight. Do or die. Rudy, you know you've reached a different level of success when you can be a 7-foot giant and dress like that. And nobody says a thing.
He's the only way he can get away with stuff like that. And if Boban could have turned that corner, I'd have got it real good.
Yeah.
It's hard to surprise Shaq. It's hard to get him, but we got him good, though.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay, into our game here, Knicks and Celtics. Again, you're going with the Celtics in this one. You feel good about it?
I got the Celtics. They're champions. They're at home. And I just think the Leprechaun got one more in them.
Right.
So, New York fans, I can't believe I'm saying, I just think that Brunson is tapped into something, and he don't want to play around with it, and I think he's going to take care of business. So, Knicks fans, I guess I'm going with y'all tonight. There he is, right on cue. Him and his daddy now.
By the way, shout out to Mikal Bridges, too, who's had a great series on both ends.
I've said it since the beginning of the playoffs. Throw out your traditional numbers with Bridges. He plays winning basketball at the winning time.
Yes.
Those 5 first-round draft picks looking pretty good right now for the Knicks.
Look really good.
Yeah, if they
it
can
looks
continue
really
on
good.
to
No
this,
question
right?
about it. Yes.
All right, Knicks and Celtics going on TNT at 7 Eastern. We got complete post-game coverage coming up here on NBA TV after the game. Players, coaches, 3D and Zeke breaking it all down between the Knicks and Celtics. Can New York move on to the conference finals for the first time since 2000? We'll chat about it after the game. Enjoy.